the AFC, deep end of the pool, everyone agrees that. As a matter of fact, we're all assuming, with all due respect to those in Detroit, many in the National Football League media and fan base assuming 2 weeks from today, we are talking about the Chiefs curb stomping the Lions, and they had no business being in that spot to kick off the season. You know Dan Campbell's going to be playing that up significantly over the next 13 days. Because Mahomes is Mahomes.
He's really good.
And then in that division, Justin Herbert is expected to be an MVP candidate this year, right? Russell Wilson's got to be better. Because Sean Payton's there. Jimmy G is coming to Las Vegas, where he is hooked up with the guy who was the coordinator when he took over for Brady back in the day for a hot minute in New England, and he'll be the one who can actually move things along for Josh McDaniels in a way that maybe Derek Carr could not. Then you've got Trevor Lawrence. We're going to be predicting the AFC South later on in this program. Trevor Lawrence, he took a big leap last year. There's going to be another big leap this year. Oh, my goodness. Deshaun Watson has a full training camp, and he's got a full season in Cleveland. Lamar Jackson has been pizzade. We're expecting a big season out of him. And Joe Burrow, whenever he comes back from his calf, could be 2 weeks from Sunday. He's Joe friggin' Burrow, right? And then you've got the AFC East, my God. Josh Allen and the Bills, and Aaron Rodgers is now there, and Mac Jones has got his new offensive coordinator, and Bill O'Brien, who was Brady's offensive coordinator when Josh McDaniels left to go to Denver back in the day. And, of course, Salty Tua. I bring all of this up to say the AFC is so deep, and it's one quarterback after another, after another, after another. And then there's a group of rookies. Ryan Tannehill. We're expecting not DeAndre Hopkins, but few people talk about him. Who am I leaving out? Kenny Pickett. This guy, all he's done in the preseason is lead touchdown drives. That's it. 5 drives in the preseason for Kenny Pickett, every one of them ended in a touchdown, including 2 more last night. Kenny Pickett. What if this guy takes the leap? What if the Steelers have solved the quarterback issue that we all knew was going to be coming when Big Ben was chiming in, when Brady and Peyton Manning were not? What about Kenny Pickett and George Pickens, Rich Eisen Show favorite?
He's on our fantasy team.
As you know, he was on this program. He is friends with Kenny Pickett, but Kenny's not his girlfriend. They don't go to the movies together, is what he said. They don't go to the movies, but they go out to dinner in Pittsburgh where they know him, and maybe they don't pick up the check because someone else does. Let me tell you something about Pickett to Pickens. Kenny Pickett has had 5 drives in the preseason, all of them touchdowns. George Pickens has been targeted just 3 times in the preseason. All of them for first downs, 1 of them for touchdowns. And last night, Pickett threw one up to Pickens, a nice old 50-50 ball, 35 yards. Got it to the 1-yard line. Najee Harris popped it in. TJ Watt is out there sacking people. Now, the Falcons didn't start their starters. The Steelers did. What if? That's a big what if entering the season. What if Pickett to Pickens is the pick to click? When Brockman said on Overreaction Monday, these guys are on fire, that's it. Steelers are winning the AFC North as an overreaction topic. And I said, that's not an overreaction. They got stars on defense. Patrick Peterson has been added, as if this is not brought to you by the letter P enough in Pittsburgh, which is part of the reason why I wanted Mark Kabali on this program later on today. Mark is going to be joining us from The Athletic. He's been covering the team since 2002. And so here we go. Can the Steelers do it? This is what Mike Tomlin had to say, because we can't play enough Mike Tomlin sound bites on this program. This is what Tomlin had to say after the game last night on Kenny Pickett.
You know, I think the growth is probably associated with being him and not necessarily the surface level things associated with the position, but the leadership things, the communication things, the bringing people together things. When you got a higher level of comfort in terms of what it is that you're doing, then those things probably happen more. And so, that is significant. It's not, play related, but it is because he is the catalyst for that unit. He controls the pace and the tenor of that unit. And I just think if he's comfortable, that unit has an opportunity to be comfortable. And I think that's probably the most significant difference.
That is. It is. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Who? Kenny?
Yeah, make his reads, see what he needs to see.
It has been really solid.
It's been really solid.
Well, we know how you feel about that word, though.
That's because there's room for improvement. That's what I'm taking out of that. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.